All right, man. We're gonna wait for a couple of people to
All
come in.
right, give me 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Do your thing.
I gotta get a charger.
Yeah, that was my issue. That's why the whole five fucked this whole shit up, man. Let me put that. We're back on.
Feedback is good though so far.
Yeah, man. I love doing this, man. I love doing this. I love doing this, especially with people who with people like you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you're not that outspoken, you don't promote much. I mean, this will help.
Oh
This will
yeah,
help.
no, of
You know what
course.
I'm
Dude,
saying?
I got like three friend requests already. I was like, I don't know what that is, but yeah, like it's different for me. Like I'm not in it to stud the shit out of my dog. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's a lot of people want that. A lot of people get in this game because they bought a dog for a certain amount of price, so they trying to make their money back.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to stud the shit out of my dog because it's mostly legacy for me.
Oh yeah, but you
You
know
know,
what happened? This is what happened when you do that, and you don't
I'm
see
not
it.
saying stud the shit
No,
out of
no,
it.
no, no,
I
no,
want
no.
to
But
have.
but this is what happened, and you never seen this. People only are gonna post, "Oh, this litter clicked. Oh,
Oh
this
yeah, I
litter
don't.
was great."
Nah, I
But
don't
what
do that.
happened to the ones that didn't? Nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to post anything about that. That's
You
why
know
I
what?
don't.
You know how I feel? I tell people like this. Some people hit me up and say, "Yo, have you bred shots fired with a classic, or my female doesn't really meet the standard?" I say, "Check this out. I feel like I am a promoter of a heavyweight fighter, right? Now, this heavyweight fighter, I am putting them up against all competition if they meet heavyweight uh
Yeah,
that heavyweight
if you're not in that class.
pedigree, right? If you're
Yeah,
not in that heavyweight class, then I'm not, gonna really I'm not gonna breed them, but you gotta have to meet the standard, whether it's an XL, whether it's a pocket, whether it's a standard, you know,
whatever it is,
you're gonna
you
have
have
to
to
meet
meet
that.
that standard. Yeah.
So
Like,
I breed him to those dogs. I bred him to dogs that didn't even really meet the standard, but at the end of the day,
but
he produces.
this
You know,
is a one thing when I first started, right? And dude told me, so, oh, when I bought that dog Bodie, right? He was like, oh, you want to know what your dog can do? Breed into an ugly bitch.
yeah, exactly. A
And
less
at
desirable
the
female.
time, I was like, makes sense because if he throws something that if he passed some of his traits to it, then I know, okay, imagine what he can do when you bring into a female of his level or better.
Right.
Then you know what you have. But
All
if
right.
you bring it to a yeah, go ahead.
Let me share this
Go ahead, go ahead.
and let me share this real quick.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like we're talking about different registries and shit. So I know the dude that has the number one French bulldog in BRC, and he made a post and he was like, oh, I've seen people bringing their A game from Grand Champion from other registries and we ain't scared. And I was like, yo, I hit him up. I was like, yo, hold on. Was that shots fired? Because that was my first show ever. He said, oh, no, it wasn't for you. If I had to say something to you, I would say it. But I was like, man, like,
Oh, was it towards me?
no, 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 no. I'm saying
Because
when you shooting fires at me
it was
because
a
I brought
Frenchie
a
breeder. It was a
yeah
Frenchie breeder.
because I brought a grand champion from a different registry to the BRC for the
Well,
first time.
hey, welcome to our world where we fucking
Ex-
show up for competition.
I
That's what we're here for.
look,
So
listen. I'll
they
tell
here
you
for it.
straight up. If I had it, you know what I mean. I'd be at every show. I will make sure that he's the top dog in whatever registry I can. But at the end of the day, what is that doing for me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that dog that is promoting my dog like that. So what is that doing for me? Nothing. Is a personal goal that I really is not a bucket list. I mean, it's a personal goal that I would like to achieve. But if I don't, I'm cool with it. It's not my bucket list to have a top dog or win nationals or you know what I mean, like sweep shows. I did that. That's the thing of the past. I did that. Let's move on to better things. I gotta do that with his production. I mean, like doing it with him. I didn't produce him. I bought him. So
Right,
it doesn't do anything for me. It didn't come from my house. He lives here, but he
right.
wasn't born here.
So
So
let's get on this topic. All right.
let's get it.
I'm telling you right now, people. All right. So I like showing and and a certain registry. I'm gonna just say I like showing in the ABKC. I love showing in the ABKC. The ABKC is my home registry.
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna hold any punches about that. I'm not shitting on any other registry, but we might piss some people off about this next topic. All right.
we surely will.
Within the ABKC, within the BRC, within the UKC, we're gonna piss some people off. But we're here to keep it 100%. So in all honesty, man, we might be putting our head on the chopping block right here. But who cares, man?
So
We're here.
somebody has to do it, right?
Somebody has to stand up and speak on it.
Call me Kaepernick after this.
Hey man, whoever was standing next to Kaepernick, man, and doing the same thing, man, you can call me him too, because there was a couple other people that got their
Oh, but
neck
they
on the
still playing though. They still playing.
Nah,
You
there's one
know, you know,
player.
you
There's
know what
one
I do
player that.
remember though.
Hmm,
I remember the judge making a bad pick, and I went up to him and I was like, "Yo, I know I'm not going to win under you again, but you messed up." And I show him pictures. I show him pictures of what he did. I was like, "Look, like that wasn't right. I don't know how you made that pick."
bro, I've seen judges say against best male and female in the Frenchy group that that male had more bone and it was bullier. Hold up,
That's what he's
the
supposed
win
to.
automatically goes to the female, man. Like, what are you talking about, man? I mean, the win automatically goes to the bitch.
That's how it is. So I remember telling that judge, like, "Hey, bro, like I know I'm not going to win under you, and I'm cool with it, but you fucked up. You messed up. This is why." And when I showed him the picture, he just gave me that look, like,
I'm more politically correct than you are, when it comes to that.
"Yeah,
You know,
I'm."
I don't even, I ask, I want to hear. So when I go tell, one of my kennel partners or somebody that's asking me, I can tell them so I can see the look on their face. Or
And
or
the only reason why I did it was because I didn't even have a dog in the class. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, I was sorry because he didn't pick my dog. No, I had nothing in there.
right,
But I had to let him know, like, whatever you're looking at, you need better glasses or something because he's making you look bad. And I care for that judge. You know
right.
what I mean? Like, I thought he was a cool person. And
All right,
come to find out, he came up on my friend request. I was like, this motherfucker deleted me after after I called him out. You deleted me. I
right.
did
So
something right. Go ahead.
let's get on it. All right. So while I do like showing in the ABKC, there's a certain stigma between showgoers within the registry. I'm not putting no higher uppers out there or judges because I don't actually know if they feel this certain way, but I've
Mm.
heard participants speak on it about oh, why you going to that registry? I mean, this is the NBA right here. That's D League, you know. And I used to repeat the same thing. I used to say, you know what? The ABKC is the creme de la creme, which in all honesty, when it comes to American bullies
It
or the
is.
bull breed, it is.
Yeah.
It's the creme de la creme. It's the top of the food chain when it comes to quality dogs, right? But my opinion, I don't know what your take is on this, but I'm gonna explain my take real quick. My take on this is what I've come to the realization that if you don't show in these other registries, you're kind of handicapping yourself. Uh you're kind of handcuffing your program because there's people that don't go to the ABKC that go to BRC shows. There's people that don't go to the BRC shows that only go to the ABKC. There's people in the BBCR, so on and so forth, that don't go to these other shows. You know, so by you just limiting yourself to one registry, you are all right. So you say you work
You're
for your
limiting
money,
your income.
right? You saying you
Yeah.
work for your money and you have a job. That's all good. Me, I want to be honest with you. I want this to be my life. I want this
Oh,
to be
I
my
get it,
job.
and
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
hate that, but that's what I'm
Right.
saying. You're limiting your income by only going to one place.
Not just that, you're limiting your legacy and the productions that your dog can possibly have by just
Okay.
limiting your just by limiting yourself to one registry. So I believe, while I do believe, and I've noticed the difference this past weekend between the ABKC and the BBCR, I've noticed a large difference between the education of handling between participants between the ABKC and the BBCR, and and the BRC. I would say the BRC. I'm not BBCR. I
I don't
apologize.
even know if BBCR is
I'm
still.
sorry. The BRC. I
Yeah.
apologize. The BRC. The BRC is there is a large difference between the handlers and the ABKC and the BRC. But I love the vibe in the BRC. The vibe is a lot of people were asking questions. It was a I'm not used to being around so many exotics, but at the end of the day, that's none of my business. That's not the breed that I am promoting. I am there
In a way,
promoting the American bully. I am
yeah.
not promoting any other breed. So if I go to a show, I'm there to represent the American bully and the best of the American bullies.
It's
Exactly.
all
If I'm
about the breed.
exactly, that's what it is actually about. And what bothers me is that if there are higher uppers that feel like, we shouldn't be going to certain shows, I think they need to remember that it's us, the people, that make these registries what they are. And it's not actually them, because without us as showgoers, without us as people who pay to get in the door, pay for shows, they wouldn't even last for a long time. They would be like these other registries that start up and shut down, that don't get that support.
But you already know how a registry is started, right?
Right. Yeah.
A registry started because something went wrong with ABKC, where they didn't like what one judge did. They didn't like how this one show went down. They didn't like that the show didn't start on time, or the classes, or their standard, whatever it is. So they felt I can do it better. And when you break off from that main road to go into this little road to start your own registry or whatever it is. Sorry, I got something came up on the screen.
It's all right.
You you making enemies that you don't want to make.
Right.
Or like me, that's why I stick to myself. You talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna give you pointers, whatever. But I'm gonna go to every registry because, and this is what I always been saying. I'm loyal to my dog, not the registry.
Right.
My dog, I think he's a shit. I think he could win in anywhere. And so far, any registry that we've been to, he wins. So
Right.
why should
So
I limit him? Why should I
Exactly.
limit him to just one place? If he's so good, and like you say, you want to do this for a living, why are you only going to get income from one place? Why are you only going to promote him in ABKC? And people are afraid that if they go to a different place, they're not going to get the same love back. Like ABKC is going to say, "Oh yeah, don't pick Joel because he went to
Or
BRC."
get blackballed.
Yeah,
So
don't pick Joel because he been to five different registry, and the last four shows he didn't even buy a booth. He just showed up.
so I got like 5 or 6 phone calls from longtime participants in the ABKC that said they were proud to see us go out,
Step out.
step out, and go to these other registries. And I'm not doing it as a statement like, oh fuck the ABKC.
No,
No, this is about shots fired. This is about his legacy. This is about uh grand champion, and as many registries as I can go to. I'm not saying just these little run in the mill
but
registries. If you look at it, it was like around 300 people to 350 people at this BRC show. And I wouldn't have recognized how much love my dog has in my own region because I we hardly go to shows in Massachusetts. There's hardly any shows in Massachusetts or New England, period. And
at the
I
end of the
realize
day, it's about this.
it's all about the breed. But
It
you know,
doesn't matter the registry.
but that's how we think, right? But the reality is there are people who have an issue when they see you go to another
Oh yes.
registry. But
Oh
see,
yes.
that should make if I'm that should make uh whatever registry that you're the home of happy that you can go to another registry
And
and
win.
tally up,
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
know, and do
But
well.
but what happened is when if I got my ass kicked at six shows in a row in ABKC, I said, oh, you know what? Because like I told you earlier, nobody goes into a fight thinking they're gonna lose.
Right.
So if I got my ass kicked six times ABKC by the same dog, and I'm making excuses in my head. Oh, that's because he knows the judges. That's because he's always making posts about the judges. That's because oh he bred to the judge or he bought a dog from the judge. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go to a different registry. And then you go to a different registry and you win, and automatically you're not thinking of the lineup that is behind you. You're not thinking that those dogs were not up to par to the dogs that you lost to. You're already thinking, oh yeah, they did me dirty. And the same registry that you left is already they don't care whether you show or not. They want you to come. I mean, that's 4 shows a day, that's $80 plus your booth and your money to get in. They're making a quick $200 out of your ass or more. They still gonna have their business, no matter what. All these other registries thinking the same thing, and people think, oh yeah, fight. I'm afraid of change. Some people don't care about that. Some people like me and you. You went to BRC. You know what your dog can do. You have trust in your dog and your handling skills, not the judges from different registries. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if you a judge. I'm gonna still go show to you. I don't care if you open a registry tomorrow. You give me a place where I can show my dog. I'm gonna show him because I think he's that badass. I think he can be any dog any given day on any given registry. A lot of people don't feel like that. They feel like, oh, if I go after going to 7 shows straight for ABKC, if I go to another place, I'm never gonna win back in ABKC. They afraid to change. They're afraid of being, like you said, being blackballed by a show host when that can even happen. I mean, I don't think that could happen. I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry about that. I had it on mute. Do you feel that judges feel like that, or do you feel that they're actually they
They
see
see
Honestly, I feel like is a lot more pressure on the judges because
right,
now they got to be like, oh man, if I don't pick shots fired, he's been killing it on ABKC, and he came here, so now I got to pick him because he's that dog in that registry, or I got to show him that this is not that registry. This is the big league. This is the better
right,
registry. So he's more pressure on the judge than anything else.
right?
Not
So
pressure on your dog. I think it's more pressure on the judge. You are making him pick based on your popularity. If it makes sense.
right, it does make sense. But I was kind of confused why I was getting so many calls. I'm like, because this is what made me come up with this topic. There was people calling me saying, "Yo, I'm proud of you for going to the BRC and showing," and I'm like, okay, all right, that's what's up. Now because people get blackballed, and I'm like, what? So I'm gonna get blackballed because I'm thinking about my business. I'm thinking about, that's just like um Coca-Cola going to whatever certain grocery store
That
and
it was only Pepsi.
excuse me?
That it was only Pepsi at that store, and now they go in there.
Right. And so
I get what you're saying.
it's
Yeah,
like how what I'm saying is like it's like if I have a product and I introduce it to a grocery store and the product is doing really well in that grocery store and I'm like, wow, this product's doing really good in this grocery store. Let me go across town
and
and
do it
let
again.
me let me see if it's just a flash in a pan, or let me see if I can have success in this other grocery store with this product. And that's exactly how I feel about my dog and about what I'm doing in this game. When it comes to other registries, I'm not thinking about, oh, fuck this registry or fuck that registry.
People don't want to see it like that, bro.
That's
But at
sad.
the end of the day,
That's
you do
sad.
it for you or you do it for them, and that's the bottom line. The same people that hate on another registry is because they felt like they did them wrong.
Right.
But who did you wrong? You think that it was one judge that didn't pick your dog at that one show, and now you're gonna judge 27 judges because of one,
Even
and
if
you're gonna go to
even if
you,
even if the owner of a certain registry did had a dispute with whatever registry he was with, right? I'm not trying to,
yeah, no,
but
just
just speaking. So if a creator of a registry did have an issue with the registry that he was with, left, made his own registry, and it started picking up and doing good. What is the issue? What is the problem? Why would you
that's
put your finger or your thumb on the competitors or the people of the registry to not go over there? That pressure is some bullshit because, like I said before, the people of the registry made your registry what it is.
oh yeah, it's
So it shouldn't be an issue that it should be, yo, did you see Burrito go rack up over there in
so
BRC? You know,
not that you mention him. So I don't have the time, or I don't want to spend the money in running burrito for Top Dog. Like it doesn't matter to me. So what else do I have to prove in ABKC? Nothing. So if I want to go and trying to get a title at a different registry, who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to? Or oh, I'm doing ABKC wrong because they were the first place that I showed. That has nothing to do with it. My dog is badass, and I can show him wherever the hell I want, whether you like it or not. And if I don't ever win again in ABKC, it's not because I went to a different registry. My dog is beatable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like any dog can lose.
Like we went to Virginia and there was a badass brim daughter that was
Shit, I ain't win
racking.
shit in Virginia.
I mean, this bitch was racking up. I mean, she's a badass female and well deserving.
I heard about her.
She's
I still
beautiful.
haven't seen her, but I heard about her.
Beautiful dog, man. Beautiful dog. She's I think she's the first or the youngest female dog to grand champion without any shows without separating any shows. So basically
Yeah,
she was a champion, got went from champion to grand champion and still was winning multiple best
back to
in breeds
back
and
and
best in
still.
shows. I mean, it was
I want to
amazing.
see. I want to see this dog. If you get a picture of her, you know who she is. Send it to
I
me.
definitely will. She's an
Because
amazing
I heard about it from. I hear him from you. I heard from other people, and I heard from Anthony that there was a female there that was kicking ass. So that I I don't like male dogs. I never did. I never did. I
So you're
only
telling
had.
me you love Lady Majesty?
I love females. That's and not because I'm a guy. I just feel like females always listen to me better. That's
Right.
that's just how I, that's just how I felt. No matter the breed, I've always felt like females. They listen. They don't challenge you as the alpha male. You know what I mean? They don't take up your spot. So I only had three males in all different breeds. I had Bodie, Lincoln, Bodie American Bully, Lincoln English, and Burrito as a French. Everything else is female. From my pit to my bully, my Frenchies. And I have a couple of girl Frenchies here and my English. Everything is female. And that's just my preference. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. And I still show them anywhere. I could care less who likes it or not. Like if I think they badass, yes, guess what? I'm gonna show them. Your registry, my registry, his registry, doesn't matter where it is. I'm still gonna bring it. That at the end of the day, this is what I like to do.
Shout out to the upsetter. I
Shout
love
out to Heineken. You
non-spot.
already knew
We are
that?
not. We are not. They do not sponsor the show
Not
at
yet.
all. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
But
Yo, Nick. This one's for you, Nick.
so I really believe that we need to we need to promote, not saying promote other registries. I'm saying we need to promote for other people to what's going on, Chino. We need to promote other people to get out of that box. And because there's people who seen shots fired that didn't even know who he was. And when they seen him, they was like, who the fuck is that? You
Wow.
know,
And
people that
shots, and you promote this the hell out of shots.
yeah, but no matter how much you do it, if you're not part of a certain registry,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you wouldn't even know.
Oh,
Like I didn't know who
let,
K2 was. I didn't know who that dog was. You know what I'm
let
saying?
now. Hold on 1 second. Let me interrupt you. Now that you say Chino, uh, when we got caught up, I seen that Chino was the one that said, "Oh, a moment of silence for Lincoln." Fuck that. Lincoln would never have a moment of silence. That dude was always moving. So I'm sure that he doesn't want a moment of silence. He probably humping somebody's leg right now. So yeah,
I
he.
remember the
Thank you. I
videos used to.
appreciate
I remember the
it.
videos used to post up with him humping your leg.
Oh, he was humping my wife one day when she was sleeping. You know what I mean? So he's like, yeah, I appreciate the appreciate it, but I don't think he needs it. I think that dude's still doing his thing. It is what it is. But yeah, no, K2 is badass, and
That's
I'm
a
sure
badass
that
dog.
the
But see,
yes,
that's what I'm
the
saying. I wouldn't
different registry attract different people,
I wouldn't have
and
known who that dog was if I didn't go to the BRC.
so let me ask you this: you started with bullies with Tone, right? I,
No,
with Tone introduced you to Duval Bullies and ABKC, no?
no, no, no. He
All right.
did not. I was first introduced. Sorry about that. These drop that I got for my dogs.
Damn. The hell is
So
that?
they're bully sticks.
Oh,
So all right. So
something
I
like my grandma. You look like something my grandma would beat me with.
yeah, my grandpops
Sorry,
too.
mom. Yeah.
So I was introduced to bullies because we just were looking for a pet. You know, me and my wife was like, let's look for a pet. And I was looking
Yeah.
between Presa Canera or Presa
Oh,
Canero or Dogo Argentina. I was looking to get, and then I seen bullies and I was like, yo, this dog looks crazy, man. This dog looks like a pit bull on steroids. So I found a couple of people who was dealing in them. Matter of fact, a friend of mine named Victor Brooks had a female that he sold, and he told me that
hold on.
he was able to get the male for a cheap price because that was part of the deal for him selling his female. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right. And he was like, yo, I want you to have a dog. So that's Bane. I have Bane from that. Then we heard of a bully show that was being held in Rhode Island in 2016. So we went to that. And after I seen it, that opened my eyes to like, yo, wow. Then we got Siren, the tricolor female that I got, which was more, I studied the,
I seen her at Allentown.
yeah, we swept up. We were sweeping up with her. We actually champed her out at 9 months. So I studied like you did. Um I studied
Standard, pretty much.
the standard, but I also studied how to show a dog um and it just went on from there. I had the opportunity to purchase shots fired, and that basically that's where it took off from. I didn't actually know what I had until he was 8 months 4 days when we champed him out. And then I was just like, wow, you know, um, this is beautiful. But I want to say this real quick. I say this all the time. I'm not going to say all the time, but I say it a lot. Uh, I'd like to thank the ABKC for putting me on this platform that we're on. They actually
And
put
that's what I was getting to.
they actually put me on the platform where I'm at. I wouldn't even be where I'm at if it wasn't for the ABKC. I wouldn't say it for wasn't for the ABKC because I put in a lot of work too. But if the
Yeah.
ABKC wasn't a registry,
They
and if
gave
they
you a
weren't
home to
doing
do
their
it.
thing, yes, if they didn't open their home up to us and the people within it, I wouldn't have known you. I wouldn't have known Anthony Gonzalez. I would have known a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
wouldn't have learned. I wouldn't have learned a lot of things within the dog ring, outside of the dog ring, life lessons. I wouldn't have learned a lot of things that helped me become a better person to this day if it wasn't for the ABKC. So this is not a slight to any registry. This is just within uh the registry. There's conversations
all right.
that if
Yeah. But
you show in this other registry, you possibly can get
let
blackballed.
let me ask you this. So BRC has been around for how long? Couple years, right?
I would like to say like 4 years, about 4
All
years.
right. Was this your first BRC show?
Yes, this is my first BRC show.
Besides being in like your surrounding, why was this your first show?
One, because their shows are far, like they're in the
Yeah,
Midwest.
they are. Yeah.
So
Ohio, they have some in Ohio. They all
yeah,
10-hour plus.
I mean, and not just that. While there were BRC shows, I was campaigning shots fired for Top Dog and the ABKC. So why am I gonna? This is how I used to think. why am I gonna take
Then
time
You're
off?
gonna answer the same question from the topic. Go ahead.
Why am I gonna take time off from the ABKC when I'm on a run to go to a BRC show when I'm not actually running to be a top dog in a
And you're
BRC
nothing.
show?
Yeah.
Right. But
You want to know why?
that's how I used to think.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because you could have made a whole lot more believers in shot fire that never seen them. You know what I mean? Like you could have opened a whole new market way back then before shots fired is what he is now.
Right.
But we didn't think like that.
We
We
didn't.
were so stuck in we had them blinders, them
Yeah.
horse
Tunnel
blinders. We're like
tunnel
this.
vision. It was tunnel vision.
ABKC is the only thing I know. That's how I started. So everything else is fake. Everything else is like, oh yeah, they're not gonna last. It's nothing. I didn't want to believe that
So I'll say
until sorry, I'm sorry.
no, no,
Just
no,
like I
no.
was introduced into ABKC, there's somebody that just starting today that was introduced into BRC, and that's all they know. BRC is the only registry that they know. There's somebody that probably was just introduced into ABR or USBR. Uh, RKC ain't shit no more. You know what I mean? But BBCR is they still a registry. CVR, ICVR, all these fucking registries that are coming out the woodwork.
the US that there's registries that have been in the game for a minute, like the USBR or something like that. That it's called. People been in that.
Yes,
People been in that
that's
registry.
the DAX line registry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been in the game for a minute. Actually, they had a show
good night,
this
buddy. Love you.
weekend. This weekend in California, but see that's the thing. That is a California or West Coast based registry.
I'm not going. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to Cali for one registry. As much as I love my dog and I wanna show him everywhere, but I'm not going all the way to Cali from here for one. And he's most of them registry that are starting up are two shows. I can do that when you live the life that I live with the family and everything, and I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people in ABKC or other registry that I know. They have a family too. They have work, and their work schedule only allows them to go to them local shows 4 5 hours, maybe less than that. So I couldn't take off a whole weekend to go to Cali to show my dog in the registry that never gonna come to the West Coast or I mean the East Coast. So why am I doing it for? I believe in my dog, but at the same time, it's like people are gonna be like, oh damn, look at Joel. He fucking flew all the way to the Cali for a ABR show or USBR show for what? He's just trying to show off. He's just trying to make more money with shots.
Yeah, I really don't
For
care
one,
what people
I
think when it
don't
comes
care.
to that.
For one, I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what the registry thinks of me. Because at the same damn time, my dog can be 90% of the dogs that you were given the title to.
So somebody says, why can't these registries go head to head and put their top dogs against the other? It won't be fair. I'm telling you
It's
because
been
the
that's been a
ABKC
talk for years.
the ABKC has the best dogs in the
Oh,
game, man. I'm
well, you gotta
sorry, man.
understand one thing.
I'm not trying to
No,
I'm just trying. I'm speaking my honesty, and I wanted to say this real quick. I had a problem, and still kind of have a problem with the UKC, with the American Bullies, because uh, I see people talk about, oh, the ABKC is all about just the money, just the money. So why did the UKC start
making
American Bullies?
bullies.
Because they definitely wasn't on board with the American Bullies uh 4 or 5 years ago,
If
like
he
5 6
makes
years ago.
and if he makes this, if he makes money, it
They
makes
seen
sense.
how popular the breed was and how good the ABKC was doing with the breed. So they started, you know, to accept American
But
bullies as well. It was a
I'm
money
I'm gonna
grab.
tell you, why that wouldn't work, right? So most of this new registry was the first paperwork that they take, ABKC paperwork. So if you go to ABKC show and now you go to you know what I mean, JBR show, Joel Bully Registry show, you know what I'm saying? How
You're
you
about
gonna
to make me
represent
start my
both
own registry
registries?
now.
Hey, I just take a 10%, you know what I mean? I do all the paperwork, I promote, I do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm
Oh
saying. How
man.
can you represent two registries? Just because you won on the one, but you also got to remember that one only had 20 people showed up. Like Anthony was saying last week, how long it took him to champ out his female Layla. She like 2 years old when she finally champed out. But back then, there was not a show every week. And I know some of the newcomers heard, oh wow, 2 years. Like I seen people champ out dogs
And one
in a
show.
weekend in one show. But back then there was not shows like that. Competition wasn't what it is. I'm telling you, dude, when I first started this, you can go on the lit edge board and ask a question and people will answer. People will actually give you like, you know what I mean? Oh, how do I do this? Oh, this is easy, bro. Oh, my dog has this kind of code and something's going on. People will actually help you out. They wouldn't clown you. Like right now, you post a picture of your dog. Oh, he got a bald spot. I said, what the fuck you asking Facebook? Take it to the vet. It wasn't like that back then. Now everybody knows everything. Everybody's a breeder. Everybody's selling dogs to famous rappers, and everything is, you know what I mean, it's green on the other side of the grass, and it's not. It's
Right.
not. People lost that touch of helping someone else that just started. I mean, like I don't give a fuck what registry you choose. If I can help you out and I can give you a point, I'm gonna do it.
That's what this
You
podcast.
gonna hate me. You gonna hate me for it. Not you. I'm saying. I mean, some people might hate me because I'm trying to help you out. Oh, you only came to the registry one time and you giving him pointers, and next week he beat me on it. You know what? Fuck Jeff. It's his fault because he made that person better. I'm not about that life. I want to help everybody.
This,
That's
this is
how I
this
was
is
raised.
what this platform is for, though. This is what this
Exactly.
platform. This is the old what board you said it was again?
Oh, dude, they're a lit edge and MSN board.
Yeah, this is the
This is
this is the modern day MSM board right here. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to uh uh put education first, put information first, put the truth first before anything. So, people can hit me up, people can hit my guest up and say, listen, man, I seen you on this podcast, man. I have a question for you. That's what it's about. It's about building bridges, man, with the people, you know, and I
I don't see the comments, but I wish I want to know if somebody remember this dog. He was called Champion. I don't think if he was a grand champion, but his name was Fu Manchu, like the mustache. And that dog started a lot before Miyagi. Like that dog started a lot of talks because the blood behind them. And I don't know if you ever heard of him.
nah, I'm new to the game. So
So he was a Gotti. That's when Gotti line was the shit. He was a Gotti line dog, but it was blue. He wasn't ugly. He was nice. He was pretty nice. I liked him back then. I liked him, and he became an ABKC champion, and he was all over the Elite Edge page when Elite Edge was AutoZone and Gotti line was Pep Boys, and they were beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, only Elite Edge produce nice dogs, but only fucking people from Gotti line was. Oh no, Gotti line is the best. If he's not Gotti line, he's not good. That's how it was back then. That same disconnect that we have with exotics and American bullies, it was the same thing with Gotti Line and Razor's Edge. And then it was Mike Land, and there was all the bloodlines out there that right now don't really freaking exist. Like, if he's not an exotic, is an American bull. So pretty much the bloodline combined into a breed rather than just being what they were.
Let's be
If you
honest,
get what I'm saying.
The American bully was the exotic when they first came out and to the pit bull people.
Yes,
Let's be honest,
exactly. Oh
so
no, there's no hiding there. That's exactly what. If you ask somebody to describe a bully back then, oh, he was a pit bull on steroids. That's all it was. Oh, he got a massive head and they
or a mutt
short.
or a mutt.
Yeah, and people
It was
that didn't
called mutt.
accept it.
Some
People
people
that didn't
call them. Some
accept it.
people still call them mutts. You know what I'm saying? But
Trust me, I know.
but
I know.
I honestly believe that getting back onto the topic of the registries, I honestly believe anybody that's watching this, if your dog, I'm not saying anybody can do it. I'm saying like dogs that win, dogs that are successful in the registry, you should go and try your luck in other registries. Not if you get mad because you're not getting picked, because you're pissed off
Yeah,
because this dog was picked over your
that's not the
dog.
reason to do it.
That is not
No.
a good reason to go show in another registry. The only reason why I'm doing it is to expand my dog's legacy, to title in different registries, and to meet other people and to display my dog to people that has never seen my dog before, or to
Look,
people who
I
only
want to
see
prove
my
myself
dog on
too.
pictures.
Yeah, and I want to prove myself too. I want to prove that my dog got it, and I got it as a handler. You know what I mean? Like I said, right now I'm not doing it. I got bigger fish to fry, but he's doing it.
You know how many
My dog is
questions
doing
people
it. So
you know how many questions people were asking me and Anthony Gonzalez at the BRC show? You know how many people were pulling us to the side after we got out of the show ring and somebody said Fu Manchu was the truth.
that I don't know what that is,
Al
but that's
Ventura.
somebody that was way back then.
Al
Oh
Ventura.
yeah,
I put it up there
yeah.
right now.
You
So
see?
I
Yeah, I
mean,
see it.
uh, um, like there was so many people. It was a reason why we went to that show. You know, it was a all around reason why we went to that show because people were being educated. We was curing people's ignorance with um with our knowledge that we have just by displaying it in the ring. You know, so people were coming up to us and saying, "Yo, how do you get your dog to stay like that? How I can't keep my dog still and how do you so there's tricks, there's all kind of that and there's gems that we're giving these people at this show. Look at me, I'm like an Italian,
Yeah,
you know.
and not only that, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to go to a different register to pass that on. I mean, how? And we know BRC is pretty big. They have big shows. They have a big following. How come nobody ever took the time to tell those people like this is how you do it, or that's that's what I went through to get my dog to do this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I'm
how
glad,
come
but I'm glad
it
I
took
could.
one
I'm
show
glad
to
I
do
was
it?
a part of it, though. I'm glad that. I'm glad that. Uh, 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 uh. I'm sorry. I'm about to get him off right now. I'm about to. I'm about to.
No, no.
All
She's
right.
it's her bedtime.
All right.
That's my daughter, not my wife.
All right. Cool. Cool.
It's not me. That's her.
So I remember your daughter when she was. How old is she now?
Come here, mommy. She's 16. Say hi to
16. How you
Joel.
doing? I don't know if she remembers me.
She said, "How you doing?"
I'm good. How are you?
Hold
I
up.
remember when you was 10 years old running around at in the shows. 10 years old. Now you're 16 years old.
Yeah.
She did it, and she loved it. She
She was
made
a
it
junior
to.
handler. Yep, I
She
remember.
was in like top five, and you know what happened? She got older. She got a job.
Yeah,
that,
I try to
but
get my daughter. I try to get my daughter into it. She's 20
but you
years
know
old.
what?
So
You know what, man?
she
Like,
wasn't with it.
I love the fact that I was able to do that with my daughter before dad became the worst guy in the planet. So we made memories. So when she wants to dance, I said, nope. Oh, dad, I hate you. Dad is the worst guy. Nah, man. I still had you when we made memories. We good.
Right.
So I
I
was able
remember
to
those
do that. And
memories.
yeah, your wife always asks about her. You know what I mean? Like, oh, dude, she used to get so nervous when she had to go against Logan.
Right.
And I remember she cried that New York show. You know what I mean? Like it was the upstate New York. It's people don't see that side of the show, especially on kids. People don't see that. You know what I mean? Like you see somebody that wins all the time, we can take it. You know, mommy, we can take it. But kids that go to a show and oh, but this person is going to be there because Logan at that time he was the only junior handler. Like Destiny had already aged out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it to New York because that's far from South Carolina, North Carolina, where they live, and I knew that she had it in her. And I was like, you know what, they're not going to show up to this show. This show is going to be dead. And guess who showed up?
Logan.
They did. And bro, when she saw it, she started crying. And Russell can tell you, Elena can tell you, Anthony can tell you, she was so devastated. Like, oh, I came here to win, and now I got to deal with him. And like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you were saying last week how people were running from Mike and the bear? Yes. So she was running from Logan in a way, which she didn't care because she wasn't competing for top dog or anything. But when we went to that Jersey show and she beat him, that was it. That's like she was like, I
I
quit.
can do.
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
I did the unthinkable.
I did it. I beat LeBron on a one-on-one. I'm out of here. Tom Brady, nothing. Michael Jordan, yes. She did it and she was like, yo, it's that. Thank you. She still got her trophy. She got everything. And after that, it was like bucket list. She did it. On to bigger things.
Now
You know?
Tone's daughter Christine
Oh, dude, that's on a
is
different level.
is
Logan, I
handling
bet you
Logan now.
anything. I bet you anything. Logan's happy as hell that he's 18 now because she's gonna give him a run for his money. And I seen him cry before. I don't think he could take it, especially as
Yes.
a guy getting beat by a girl. You're like, at that age,
Logan is
he's a
Logan
little
is
older now.
Logan is probably one of the most knowledgeable people that I
He
know
is. No, he is. And
when it comes to American bullies and his dog. When I first met Logan, Logan was he's 18 now. Logan was he
I think he
was
was 14 when I first saw him.
yeah, I
Like, or
think
when I first paid attention to
he was
who he
like
was.
13, 14 years old when I
Yeah.
first no, he was actually
No,
like 12.
no, yeah, he was 14 because, well, when I first saw him, he was 14 because I know Destiny had just won like 4 years in a row or three, and he wanted to go for
Yeah, I think he
four,
was 14 in
something like
Allentown I
that.
met him.
Yeah.
And the first thing he came to me, he said, "Sir," I mean, out of nowhere, man. I didn't even know who this kid was, man. He just walked up to me and said, all polite, "Sir, do you know how many bones are in a dog's body?" I was just like, "No."
Hey, you know, the human head weighs 8 pounds, like some Jerry Maguire shit. Yeah, I listen. I I know the deal, but you know what I mean. At that time, I wasn't worrying about a kid. My kid was have all the interests. I was worrying about winning. I wanted that blue ribbon so freaking bad. I could have killed for that ribbon. I could have killed for a bully head, dude.
Yo,
I
my wife
I
seen one of them.
wanted a bully head, and I
Oh,
was like, dude, what do I have to do? Who do I call? What's gonna happen? And I remember Bobby with Savage, the Shorty Bull. He posted a picture before me and Bobby were cool, and it was this huge table, bro, with ribbons and trophies. Like he can throw 5 shows and still have trophies. And all I remember saying was like goals, hashtag goals. And he was like, "Don't worry, bro, you'll get yours." My first bully show was Atlanta with Lincoln, and I won 2 bully heads. And I remember going to sleep at the hotel like this with my bully heads right here, one and one, dude. Like that was it. I I couldn't ask for anything else, bro. You could have shot me in the heart, and I would live because my heart was right here. I was just like ready. I was like, dude, this is how it feels. Imagine when I win a best in show. Like I just couldn't take it, dude. And now I have the same feeling when I go to a different registry and I win. And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, wait till I go back to ABKC.
right,
Would they love it? Or guess what? I don't give a shit if they do it or don't. I'm gonna
right.
do
And see,
me.
but see, that's what we would. That's the discussion that we're having. Is that shouldn't even be
It
a
shouldn't be a
topic.
problem. AutoZone doesn't get mad if you go to Pet Boys and buy a
No,
fucking
they
spark
don't.
plug.
I mean,
Walmart
especially
doesn't get mad about Target or all this stuff. You shouldn't think like that. If you think, because you know what's gonna happen when you start thinking like that. The moment that you go back, you just let's say me, I just won. I won a best in show, or you too. We both won a best in show at BRC. We go back next weekend to ABKC, and neither one of us win. First thing in your head is gonna be like, "That's because I went to BRC,"
right.
but it
That's gonna
shouldn't.
be. It's gonna be in the back of our minds.
Even if it's 5% of it, but it doesn't freaking matter which registry you go to. So you need to get that out of your head. Showing as many registries as you want. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 dog, 2 dogs, 5 dogs, 27 dogs. If you think that your dogs has what it takes, show them. That's why we do this. That's why we
Yeah.
go to any show in ABKC because
And
you think your dog has it.
and
Go
again,
ahead.
we're not saying just because you're upset with the registry, that is the
Yes.
wrong
No.
reason
No.
to leave and to show at another
And
registry.
we're not saying leave. We're just saying showcase your dog in
Right.
other
That's
places.
it. That's it. Like there's people. All right. So F Dub, I I judged the XLs and the fun show. Right. He
Mm-hmm.
called me in, and the announcement, the how he introduced me on the mic to all of these people was crazy because he's like he has one of the most successful American bullies in the history. I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa.
Yo, quiet, bro. It's not like that. But, hey,
And it's like, just to know people feel like that, man, is amazing. That you're considered, or the dog that you have is considered one of the greats, is humbling. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to this show, and then people are coming up to me after the XL show is like, yo, who's your dog? And I'm like, yo, shots fired. And they're like, oh, I heard of him. I never
oh,
seen
yeah,
him before. And
yeah.
just to say, oh, he's over here. And
Let me show you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just to see the people's mouths drop, or just to see their eyes like, damn, you know. But I'm thinking in my head, you're saying damn over him, but you haven't seen Champion Blue. I mean, Grand
You
Champion
haven't seen
Blue.
so
You
many.
haven't seen
Yes.
Grand Champion Adonis. You haven't seen Grand Champion the Bear. You
Dude,
haven't
there's a
seen,
thousand. You can mention 1,000 dogs,
oh
but
my
it's like
God,
people
El
won't know
Toro,
because
Waffle House, World Star. There's so many dogs. As a matter of fact, just even the female, I can't remember the female's name that just was whooping on our ass in Virginia. Even her, you know, you haven't seen. You think my dog something? Let me introduce you to my dog, to these dogs who handed my dogs elves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm
Oh,
talking about not just one show. I'm talking about sweeping. You know, or
look, I have a couple dogs on my list that I'm not gonna retire until I beat them. And it's not about beating them. It's just that's what I want. My dog could care less, but that's what I want. I'm gonna drive 18 hours, but I'm gonna beat your ass when I get there
right.
because that's my goal. I don't care about that. Like I told you, I don't care about top dog, everything else. There's a couple dogs that I'm not gonna leave this place until I beat them, and they better hide them. But I'm coming,
Which dogs
and
are? Come on, tell us.
no, because I don't want to
I
say
know
where I'm
one of
going
them. I
next.
think I know. I think I know one
I don't
dog.
think you do. I don't think you do. But I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I said a while ago. I said, look, you know what? I don't have nothing against nobody. It is what it is. I mean, this is like I said. I don't live over, but I'm gonna make sure when you show into the ring, you're not gonna become a grand champion over me. And so far, I held up to my promise.
And if you do, you work for
No, no, you're not going to.
it.
You're not going to. Like I said, you're not going to. You're gonna get your champion wins and your grand champion wins, but not over Burrito. You're not going to. When that day comes, you know what I mean? Like I ain't coming back. And so far, they didn't. And that's my I'm proud of that because I didn't have to say anything. I didn't talk. I just let it be.
Right.
I know the standard. I know the standard. I read that shit. I send you that French bulldog thing. You know what I mean? I see it. People think, bad ears means he's a Frenchie. No, there's a lot more that go with it. Nose set, ear set, fucking
Live.
tail set, top line, fucking shoulders, everything,
The
everything,
layback, the layback, the
everything, the
all
jaw,
right.
every, everything.
And let me come back to what we said earlier before when the we got cut off. When you talking about French bulldogs, when it's males against the females automatically have the upper hand.
Because they don't
Automatically,
have to look as big or
right.
manly as the male.
Right, because the males are working with testosterone versus the female dogs are working with more estrogen than testosterone.
The advantage is always the
The
female, pretty
advantage
much.
always goes to the female. So basically, the judge is supposed to strip that male dog down away from muscle. It's all supposed to be about
It
confirmation and
yeah,
about the standard.
there's a
It has
standard,
nothing
bro.
to do with muscle.
Same thing with any breed. There's a standard for a reason. If you're not gonna judge me against the standard, then give me my money back. Give me my money back because I see what you're doing. Give me my money back, and I'm gonna argue that. I went to a show in Texas, and out of 4 shows, I won 3. The one guy wins, and I hope he's watching. He won one of the shows, and next show, I'm looking at it and I'm laughing. I said, no way this dog beat me. No way he beats Burrito. Next show, the dog gets the second place, and he's the only dog in the class. And he's he made a scene. I want my money back. I just won best in breed from this judge. And meanwhile, the judge is sitting right there. The judge that just gave him best in breed, he's sitting there. The judge that gave him second place just said, "Oh, bro, listen, do you really want to do this right now? Let me tell you this. Your dog doesn't meet the standard. This is why." And he broke the dog down. Like to the point that after the show, the dude called me and said, "Hey, do you have any puppies for sale?" Like I realized I was wrong. I realized I was wrong. My dog doesn't have what it takes.
But this
But
is the
at that
reason why
time,
you don't do that at shows.
X exactly. But at that point, he was like, "Oh, my dog is this shit. He just beat this dog, and he beat that one, and he meet this standard." And that judge gave me best in breed, and that judge went like this. I don't know what he's talking about. And I could have went and said, yo, I want my $20 because that judge doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Give me my money back. But I just let it slide. I said, you know what? I still won 3 out of 4. I'm good. I got back in the plane and fucking came back home. I got there at 9 o'clock in the morning and I left at 11 o'clock at night. Went right back to work. I actually had a softball game in the morning. I went handled my business and came back. Had I said that I was going there, maybe they wouldn't show up. You know what I mean? But I don't care the registry. Don't worry about the backlash. Like if you think that showing in a different registry is gonna hurt your chances of winning, nah, don't think like that. Because you're already defeated. Right here, you're already
I
defeated.
I definitely didn't wasn't thinking about any backlash, or I really that wasn't on my mind. I was just
Yeah,
thinking
but
about
you're not the average Joe that just got a bully. You know what I mean? Like shots fired being in the top 10 for what, 2, 3 years?
top five.
Top 5 for the longest. Everybody knows you. So the average Joe is not comparing themselves to you. They say, "Oh yeah, but Joel is going to win because he's Joel. He got the Waffle House that been in top 5 for the past 3 years." But the average Joe that just got a dog from A and B and think that they can do the same thing as you can might get discouraged and say, "You know what? I'm not showing in a different registry because I'm not going to win. I'm not going to get the same special treatment that doesn't exist like Joel was getting." It's bullshit. Show your dog wherever you want. People might hate you because you coming from a different registry where you just beat them. You were whooping ass. You went to a different place and now you're whooping ass again. So now they mad because they couldn't do it at the first place, and now you're doing it at both places and still beating them.
I'm a
Don't worry
competitor.
about that shit.
I'm a competitor at the end of
Yeah,
the
me
day.
too.
Like I
The
like
can man, bro. Can man.
I want to tap. I
Anybody
want to
can get
tap
it.
whatever dog is in the ring with me. And I'm gonna say this, not slighting best in shows. I care more about best in breeds than I care about best in shows.
I don't care about the show. Half the time, I remember going with Lincoln and they calling me. I said, "Oh, it was a bully the kids. Oh, Lincoln to the ring for best in show." You know what I said? Yo, he's not gonna win, so fuck it. I'm like, I know he's not gonna win, so he's tired. I'm in Atlanta. I have to drive back home. I'm not getting him out of his crate. He's knocked out. He's ready to go home. So I said, nah, he's not gonna win. Don't worry, the show can go without him. And they looked at me like, "Oh wow, that's fucked up. Like you gave up your spot at best in show." I really didn't care. I came there for best in breed. I got breed, best in show. You can have it.
That best in show
That
is just
doesn't count.
like it's icing
Bragging
on top
rights.
of the cake.
Yeah,
You know,
bragging
it's
rights.
icing on top of a good ass cake that you can
I
eat.
don't mind it.
Yeah, definitely don't mind
Hey,
it.
I take it. If you give it to me, I take it. But I'm not going there for best in show. Even if it's money, I'm gonna go there for the breed. That's what counts. I
The
mean,
breed
like if I'm
definitely counts.
chasing something, the breed is what counts. The best in show, it's a bonus.
So my thing is, I want now that I've showed I got a taste of the BRC, I want to run for top dog in the BRC now. I feel like it's obtainable. Like it's definitely not
Well,
obtainable in the ABKC because Champion Blue is just so far ahead. Like it's just
there
there's
is,
no way.
but this is what I like about BRC. You get points depending on how many dogs you beat. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. I remember
Yeah,
if it has to be 3 dogs in the ring.
but you still get points. Like you get more points. If there's 10 dogs, you get more points. ABKC, if there's 25 dogs, you still get one breed point.
So I don't understand that. I didn't know that. So explain that.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's say ABKC, if you go on BRC and you check their stats, their record or whatever, up to you. up to date. I think K2 has like 250 points or some shit like that. You get points depending on how many dogs you beat for breed, how many dogs were in the ring. ABKC, you only need one competition, and that counts as breed. So, was if I can beat 20 dogs and counts as more points, that means, and that I think that's the right thing to do. That's the right way to do it because you were beating 20 dogs that went for it, that met the standard or whatnot. ABKC, you can bring your own competition. I could have Lincoln's daughter right now top dog because there's no English bulldog showing up. But I'm not doing that. It doesn't mean anything to me.
I
You
don't know.
looking it up?
I don't know where to find a. I see the point charts, but
Yes. And it says it right there for the breed points. How many wins K2 has?
I
How
don't
many
even.
points?
I don't even see that.
I
All
wish I
right,
could look it up right now, but I
all right.
can't.
K2 279 points.
Yes, exactly. How many wins Bear had to break the record? 71?
Right.
Yeah, and this dude already had 270 and he's only May. Even if they count him from last year. It all depends on how many dogs you're beating. And that I think that's the right thing to
Oh,
do.
I'm ranked number 14. One show.
So guess what that says?
We got 41 points though.
You still got a chance. You know
Wow.
what I mean? There's a show. Yeah, you didn't
I'm
know that.
going to that. I'm going to that 3-day event that they have in Indiana.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm there, I'm there.
You gonna
If
be
we
there?
there, we there. I don't
Wow.
know. That's
Yeah, we
Memorial Day,
have
bro.
we
That's
have. I don't know if y'all can see that, but uh,
right there, right there. Hold on. Yeah, right there, right there. Leave it right there. Shots fired, 14. CCB, shots fired, the bar bullies, 41. Nice.
so we're definitely gonna try
And
to.
that was the first show in the Northeast
And it was successful.
that
It was a successful show in the Northeast. They were surprised
imagine,
that
and we
many
are
people
in
showed
May,
up.
bro. We're already 5 months into it. And that's only of one show. Imagine if you would have went to one show a month.
So what was encouraging to me is that we took 2 out of 3 shows with the number one dog there. So
Guess
that
what? Yo, I
made
did
me.
the same. I did the same thing.
Hold on, let me see.
You
Let me
hear me?
see where
I
you
did
at.
the same thing.
Let me see where you
I
at.
took 2 shows with the number one dog there,
Let me see where you at. Hold up. Point
and
chart.
I do think I should have swept.
XLs, exotics. All right, French bulldogs. Let me see.
I don't even know if he's there. I don't know how soon they
Yeah, you rank number 10, brother.
Lamborghini. What?
Yep, 10
Oh
points.
snap!
The
Oh
top dog,
snap!
the top dog the top dog has 60 points. You have
Oh
10.
my God, that's easy work, bro. I
You're
don't
ranked
want it. That's easy work. Too easy.
number.
That's too easy, bro.
Yo.
Yo, my son's baseball season is done June 6th. So I'm
Hmm.
free from June till August. I mean, June till, end of August when tackle season starts. So, and if I don't go, my brother Ann can take him.
I'm
So
going to that
that's
Indi-
easy work.
I'm going to that
Yeah.
Indiana show. I'm going to that Indiana show. I think it's on the 28th or something like that.
28, no, 29, 30, 31st.
28th, 29th, and 30th. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, it is it's the Memorial Day weekend.
Yep, 28th, 29th, and the 30th.
28th, 29th, 30th, yes.
I'm gonna
So
be at
it's
that.
2 shows Friday, 4 o'clock. 4 shows Saturday and 2 shows Sunday.
Yeah, so we
But everything's sold out, bro. All the
but
booths are sold out.
it's okay, man. We don't need a booth. You know, we don't need a booth. We
I don't
was
need a
set up.
booth too. I got Linda. I got Linda with me. I'm good.
I'm pretty sure there's
That's my
somebody that'll
band.
let us. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that'll anybody that's listening. You know, I'm pretty sure
Not
that's
if you
somebody that let
coming
us.
for top. Not if you coming for top dog. They probably going.
We're gonna be
You
ostracized,
know how
right?
people get in their feelings. Say, yo, say no to him. Hey, you never know. If you see Burrito there, 60 points. I only need 50. Yeah, that's nothing. That's easy work. If they
So
know the standard, that's easy work.
yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely gonna have. I'm getting him ready right now. I mean, I'm getting him ABKC ready. You know, I'm
Yo,
getting
just
him
you know what,
like.
dude? We'll talk after this.
So we're about to end it right now, man.
I
It's
don't even
about,
know where Indiana is.
huh?
I don't even know where Indiana is. I
I
don't know if
do,
you
I
got to
do. I
come
went
through
to
me
job.
or I got to go through you.
I went to Job Corps in Morgansfield, Kentucky,
I
and
think we drove by when we went to Chicago nationally.
it's like 10 hours away from 11. It's like 11 hour drive where I'm at right now. So I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and
Well,
make that drive. I think
fuck.
I'm gonna get my truck. I'm gonna get my truck tuned up. Make
Hey,
that drive out there by myself, you know, and I might take my son with
I
me
think
out
I
there.
know somebody that's going there. Say, hey, I got a little Frenchie. Can I put him in your booth? Let's see.
Yeah, yeah, and
I know
not if you
somebody
only
that
go
will be
to
there.
Top Dog though, just like you told me.
Uh, that's my boy, dog. That's my boy. He's still my boy, but I still, hey, it's competition, bro.
So I'd like to thank Jeff Rodriguez for coming on. I'd like to thank you for taking your time, man.
Thank you, my dude.
I know you're a hard working man.
Anytime,
We're
anytime.
gonna we're gonna definitely get up and I remember I told you about this idea that I had with this podcast before it even came to fruition. And
And what did
it's
I say?
yeah,
Do
you
it.
yeah. And it's slow right now. You know, I don't have the followers that, you know, other platforms have, but I'm gonna stick with this, man. We're gonna keep it up and we're gonna keep bringing education to the people. We're gonna keep bringing
Rome wasn't built in one day, bro.
it. Sure wasn't, man. So I just like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank everybody, our listeners, our viewers, for coming on and taking the time, staying up a little bit late with us, man. It's almost midnight, and you know, this is the
What?
latest show that. Yeah,
I
you
got
got.
work at fucking 5 o'clock.
I know, man. So I'd like to thank
I'm good. I'm
everybody.
good, though.
Jeff, I'm gonna holler at you in a little bit. All right, fam.
All right, Holmes. Look at this
All right,
shit. Hold
brother.
on. Oh, I don't
Hey,
know if
hey,
I can
hey,
do this.
hey, hey.
Leah, say good night.
Can you drop?
Burrito went already up.
Do you have your Instagram information? You have Instagram?
Yes, it's Paradise. I'll drop it off on the comments or whatnot. I don't know. It's Paradise slash Bulldog slash 809.
Okay, and your Facebook.
Jeff Rodriguez.
And if anybody has any questions, if you want the honest,
Anything, bro. If you want to know anything or ask me about advice, showing, handling. If you want
hey,
your opinion on your dog and you
just
swear
put your
you're not
big
gonna take it to the heart,
just put your big boy pants, just put your big boy pants on. You're gonna ask him anything
yes.
about your dogs.
No
So
onions. We don't got onions here. We ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna tell you
uh,
straight up how I feel. That's it.
sorry for everybody for
That's
the
how it is.
feed getting cut off earlier, man. I'm gonna make sure my battery is charged up for I might do another show this week. I might do a show Friday. And just to make it up to the people, man, I'm gonna try to surprise y'all with another guest. And Jeff, you take it easy, man. I'm gonna hit you up in a few seconds. All right, bro.
You too, my friend.
All right,
No
fam.
problem, homie.
Yep, yep. So I'd like to thank Jeff Rodriguez for coming on, man. I'd like to thank all of our viewers, man. It was wonderful, man. And this is what we're here for. We're here to educate. We're here to give the bold, honest truth. We're not here to hold any punches back. So this is going to be a platform where if we have an actual interview, man, where it's not going to be no fluff. It's not going to be no bullshit. It's going to be real deal conversations. We're not here to start any drama. We're not here to make anyone upset. We're here to speak the truth, man. We're here for the people. You know, we're not here representing uh, any entities. We're here to represent the people who uh, are navigating through all of these registries, whether it's the ABKC, BRC, BBCR, UKC, AKC. Uh, we're here to educate everybody, man. We're not here to like I said, hold any punches. We're not here to bullshit you. We're not here to run any game. We're not here just to sell you any dogs. I'm not here. If you look at it, right, I could have promoted my dog. I could have made videos, promoted my dog. It could have been all about me, but it's not about me, man. It's about the people. And if y'all want to see somebody on this show, man, message me and I can try to get them on if they're reputable people within their community of dogs, within their breed, please hit me up. You know, we'll have them on. Not just anyone. They have to be somebody of notoriety, somebody that's doing the damn thing, somebody that's of good character. You know, we'll have them on a show. Um, and like I said before, I'd like to thank everybody, man. I promise you, we're gonna make this better. This is gonna get better and better and better and better. We're gonna start doing giveaways. We're gonna start uh, doing all kind of things, man, for the public, for the people for the viewers who watch this, man. I love you. Thank you so much. Uh, my Instagram feed is Duval Bullies 401. Um, there's no way you're gonna get on my Facebook, man. I have way too many friends. I think almost close to the 5,000 limit, which I think Facebook should change. I think there should be unlimited people that you can have on um your Facebook, your as Facebook friends. You should have unlimited friends on there, just like they have on Instagram. And I don't know why they didn't take a cue from Instagram, you know, since Facebook is like the founder of Instagram or controls Instagram. They need to change that ASAP. At least make it 10,000 people that you can have on your friends list, because I can't accept anybody. I think I have like close to 1,000 people. Let me see. I think I have close to 1,000 people waiting on my friends list. Yeah, see, it's 1,000 people that's waiting, and I can't do it because I'm just I'm out. They'll make it a fan page. If you have over 5,000 friends on your Facebook, they straight switch your Facebook into a fan page, and I don't want to go through all of that. So y'all can check me out at Duval Bullies 401 on Instagram. If y'all have any, you can actually message me on Facebook. I can see the messages. You have any questions? Uh, if I can't get the answer, I know people within the community that can get the answer for you. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a show on Friday, man. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna look around and see who I can have on the show as a special guest. I might just do it with my Duval Bully members, with Nick and Jerome on there, you know, as a special guest. So we might have to figure out a topic, but we'll be on Friday at 8 o'clock. Um, just for y'all. Hey, I might start doing 2 days a week. Um, I just might start doing 2 days a week with this podcast. So let me know if y'all want 2 days a week. Message me. Let me know if y'all want me to go on 2 days a week, and I can make it happen. All right. Again, I'm sorry for the feed getting cut off. My battery had died on my computer. Now I definitely apologize for that delay. And y'all take it easy, man. Peace.